What's up, YouTube? It's Friday again, and it's time to learn some more music. I hope you've all been having a great week. If you haven't gotten this week's motivation, it's not too late. I'll put the links right above here. And if you haven't seen the previous videos, we're going to be building on the previous videos that we've been doing on the Gypsy Kings rhythm. I'll put the links up above as well. As promised, today we're going to be going through some alzapua techniques. And alzapua is a technique that takes a lot of time to master. But I like to use it when going in between chords or to emphasize certain chords. So I'm going to teach you how to do that today. Now that you can see a little bit closer, let me show you what alzapua sounds like. It's a very simple technique, but it's done at very high speed. However, since we're learning, it takes practice to master these techniques, but you can start using it, like I mentioned, to move between chords or to emphasize certain chords. So, listen once again. The movements are very simple. And I'm not even pressing any chords. I'm basically plucking on these two top strings. My thumb is doing all the work. And this is one of the secrets to this technique. I'm resting the rest of my hands on the very low E string, on the high E string right here. This way is a good way to get grip. And you're going to play the E, and then the string right below it, and then you go up with your nail. This opens up a lot of possibilities when moving around chords or just simply playing notes. You'll notice that many songs in flamenco use alzapua, and it might sound like this. So the strings you pluck don't have to be in the order that I did them. It can be the same one, but it's in movements of 3. So replay that if you need to see it again. But it's basically the triplet movement. So now let me show you with a couple of chords. So you'll notice there, right at the end of that phrase, I used alzapua. Aside from using it as a single note, you can do it with a full chord, but you have to play the first string of that chord. And it goes along with a golpe. This is why in the previous video I mentioned that it was a variation of using golpe. So it's the string, and all of the other strings are played with the golpe snap. And you pull up. So single string to implement the bass, snap, and upward movement. You can start on whichever string you like. I like to use the deepest bass. You can use alzapua as a bridge. For example, when I jumped between E7 and A major 7. Two movements of alzapua, one for each chord in the bridge. So I could be playing the regular rumba. hope you enjoyed this video. Keep practicing and you'll be able to implement this technique in your songs.